During my upcoming, as I was seeding up and sprouting from the ground, I had plenty of phases that I went through and stages where I did plenty of weird things and I was a very odd child. And today I want to talk about some of those. But without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, I have my FNAF phase. Now, I know a lot of people have had their FNAF phase and that they're over with and all of that. And mine was basically, the bread and butter of the FNAF phases. Like, it was very traditional. Like, I loved the games. I loved the edits. I loved the artwork people made. I loved the lore. All of it was just so fun to explore and learn. And being part of like a community like that when I was younger was really cool because I was so deep into the FNAF rabbit hole. Like, I listened to all the music, I listened to all the like the songs that they made, even the really weird ones. I listened to the theories, I listened to YouTubers talk about what they think could be happening in the games. I watched the lore expand more and more, and I watched like Scott Cawthon mold FNAF into like a really big thing, and it was just amazing to explore. And to say that I was obsessed would kind of be an understatement. And I never really showed other people how deep I was into that FNAF rabbit hole. But I would watch so many videos on FNAF theories and listen to songs over and over and over. I wasn't even listening to like quote normal music anymore because everything I was listening to was FNAF based. Like the theories, the lore, Pat, all of that. I loved it. And unfortunately, where I was like growing up, people thought that FNAF was like weird, and they weren't into the lore as much as me. And if they were very quiet about it. Because when I was younger, people they all wanted to be the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wanted to be weird or be like you know what I mean. No one wants to be like that weird outcast person that's like watching the FNAF vids or singing the songs. I wasn't one of those people that would like get up and just start singing the song in class or do it in public. But I really truly adored FNAF by myself because it's like possibly top 3 greatest game franchises ever made with lore. Like, it's truly amazing, and I really do love FNAF. Moving right along. I was also, and really still am, a very big fan of Steven Universe. I love that show. Like, I watched every single episode I could, at least. Like, I was caught up so much with that show. I remember when I first discovered that Garnet was a fusion, bro. I was so happy. Like, everything that show was basically just sparkles and rainbows. And then it also taught like true things that people needed to learn, like as they were growing up. Like, it had some pretty good messages in it too. And it also taught me like how to be like, it taught me that people will be different than me, and that's fine. And just because I don't do things that they do doesn't mean that they should be treated any different than me. It's just everyone has their own life to live, and they'll live it according to however they want, and that's fine. Like, Steven Universe brought something to Cartoon Network that wasn't really like there before, and it's just, I feel like it taught kids how to be more tolerant and just be happy with however people act and whatever they do. And truly some of the best storytelling I've ever saw in an animated show. And I realized a lot of people didn't like it. Like, most times I tried to watch it on like the TV with my cousins, they say, oh, we don't want to watch it, and they'll change to something else, and that's fine. I know everyone doesn't really like Steven Universe like that, especially when we were kids. It was different. It was out there. I thought the fights were cool. I remember when the diamonds first came to Earth, and Jasper and Paradise first came, and like it looked like the gems were getting beat up, but they came back. Bro, I can't even speak on how much hype I had watching that show. It made me so happy. I loved Steven. I loved Garnet. Garnet's hands down my favorite character out of Steven Universe in general. That part of my childhood, like that phase, was really interesting because I knew all the songs from Steven Universe too, and I would actually sing those songs out loud. People would ask what I was singing, and I would say, oh, it's from Steven Universe, or I would share it with people that I like, some people that I were cool with, and I was just singing those songs over and over. And I truly loved that show. Like, bro, I can't even speak on it, bro. Like, it was so peak. Like, I can't even, like, it's 10 out of 10, bro. If you haven't watched Steven Universe, you really need to check it out. I remember when I first started getting into anime, it was like my freshman year of high school, and like the the virus was hitting very hard about then. It was like peak 2020, right? And it was my freshman year of high school, so most of the time we wouldn't even be doing work or anything. We would just be in class, and like the teachers would be talking, and then sometimes we'll just get kicked out of school because people got too sick. But I would watch like I remember the first anime, not even anime, the first clips of anime I started watching was when Goku was like went Ultra Instinct versus Kefla, and he was just dodging everything. I was like, man, this is really cool. I'm gonna try to get into anime more. So I started watching more and more and more. Actually, that's not true. I started getting into anime in like 7th and 8th grade, and I started watching it more and more then. That's what I remember. Yeah, that's what I remember. I watched it then. And I had this friend, he was in my group that I used to go outside and like play tag with and all that. He was very athletic for his age. Mind you, we're like 12, 12, 13. We go outside for recess. This dude is insanely fast. And for how and for his age, he was like really muscular too. And when I no bullshit, we would go outside and run around. This nigga would run up trees. Like, I'm talking not climbing. Like, he would run to the tree, full momentum, and start stepping up the tree like he had chakra in his feet. Like, it was insane. Like, I'm not saying like he just was sideways. Like, he would let me say, like, you know how people could run towards a wall and like kind of like run up the wall a little bit? He did that, but on a tree. And to everyone else, it was so cool because no one else could do it. He was extremely athletic. He didn't play any sports. But yeah, man, like that was insane. He was a very big anime fan. That was also one of the reasons I started watching, because like, if I thought anime might give me superpowers so I could be like this nigga, but nah, he was just a different type of breed. Move right along. I had a little bit of an edgy phase, but that's back when I was significantly younger. Like, I remember like I was just really mean. I don't know why. I thought being mean was cool, or being like kind of like aggressively quiet was cool, like making it seem like I really didn't want anyone to bother me. Whole time I truly wanted to talk to people. Like when I was younger, I was like very quiet. I wasn't really a talker whatsoever. Like I was one of those kids that was just labeled as like a quieter person. And when people did talk to me, even though I wanted them to, I kind of just like made it seem like I wanted them to go away. So a lot of times I'll just be by myself for no reason. I was like literally just self-sabotaging. And like now that I'm older, it's so silly to think back about, because now if I just don't want to be around anybody, I will not, and I don't feel bad about it anymore. Like I feel like that was just me trying to become myself at a young age, because when I was quiet when I was younger, I felt bad about it, but being quiet now, like I see no problem with it at all. And I was trying to be kind of edgy, or like you know, trying to just be cool. It really never worked out for me because, oh, I'm so close to my microphone. It really never worked out for me because that's not the type of person that I really am. But it's funny to think about because it's just one of those things I went through when I was younger, bro. And it's just, it was interesting. Hindsight is 2020. Last but not least, I really wanted to be a magician when I was younger. Like I truly wanted to be a magician. I would go on YouTube and try to learn some easy tricks to do, and I would show people, and they would think that it was really cool. And I just really loved the thought of being a magician. And I used to tell people I wanted to be a magician when I got older, and I would want to, you know, just do this, that, and the other when it came to like magic and all of that. And I found magic so cool and fun, and I thought it was like one of the coolest things that ever touched down on the earth. I thought I'd be able to make like lasers in my hands, make fire pop out of nowhere. I really thought I was gonna be a magician. Like I don't want to be a magician anymore, but thinking back on it, I was so convinced I was gonna be a magician when I got older. It was insane. Like I would be in church, and when church would end, I would go up to some people, like older people, and I'd show them a magic trick, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, that's amazing." Whole time I'm sure the trick was like poop shitty, and they knew it was bad, yet they still were like, "Oh yeah, go be a magician, that's really cool." Like that's very W of them to be so motivational to my shitty magic tricks. But I really tried my ass off to be a magician, and I loved it. Like it was very fun to try to impress people with like sleight of hand tricks and just, you know, doing a bunch of oogly boogly nonsense. But that's really all I got for y'all today. I was thinking about making this video into like one part, and I was just gonna talk about my FNAF phase by itself, but then I realized there was more I could share, and I could make the video a little bit more, you know, fun, and hopefully make more people relate to it with the other things I used to do. But overall, that's really all I got for y'all today, and I appreciate y'all for coming out this far. If you've watched this far, I love every single one of you. I'm still getting over being sick. I don't know if I still sound sick. And yeah, that's really all I got. I'm trying to get better into my upload schedule because I have been sick. I'm trying to like get back into my groove. So hopefully I can get this video out by the end of today if I can. And overall, that's really it. What do you mean? No, I'm not trying to make this video get to 10 minutes. What do you mean that's weird? What do you mean I shouldn't be trying to get the video to 10 minutes? What do you mean I shouldn't be getting paid? I'm just playing. But like actually that's like it. You can stay here if you want. I'm gonna wait a few more seconds, maybe 10 seconds. You can click off the video now. There's nothing else for you. Oh, the outro. But that's really all I got for all y'all today. I love all of y'all. I'll see y'all very, very soon.